Is Tara Lavelle here? Apologies if I'm mispronouncing. Okay. Next speaker is Aaron Corbillo. Corbillo, I'm sorry.
There's a core below here.
Corbillo here. That's good. I'm hopeful I will remember that. Thank you. All right. You know you have 3 minutes. 1 bell after 2.5, 2 after 3. Thanks.
I apologize that this is going to have to be more blunt than I would like. But when you're forced to consolidate 3 years of frustration and unfilled promises into 3 minutes, all you can do is be blunt. As a parent of a JCPS student and a taxpayer, I am here to express my growing lack of confidence in our current superintendent's leadership. You spoke at a state PTA conference about the importance of parents being involved. Your actions around creating the community advisory team made up of half JCPS administrators and other half business leaders, excluding the parent voice, shows us that you did not mean what you said. You claim that JCPS values every employee, but the way negotiations were handled and have been handled with teachers and staff tell us another story. You said that teachers' voice was valued, but teachers and bus driver voices were initially excluded from the code of conduct meetings. You claim our district is transparent, yet there were gross misrepresentations in reporting bus incidents and the use of restraints with students. Words mean nothing when your actions are the opposite. These actions do not earn the trust as parents, as many of us have no choice but to entrust our children to you, because unless you can afford private school or to homeschool, participation in JCPS is state mandated. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be required to send your child to a place every day in which you do not have complete confidence? I do, and I wish that on no one. We have lost multiple cabinet and upper administration positions. We have lost half of our area superintendents in just the last 15 months. We have a bus driver shortage. We cannot find enough teachers to come to work and stay in our district. At the end of the last school year, my son's school lost half their English department and the entire math department. So even though you are paying them on average $8,000 more than comparable districts, this track record shows that qualified educators and staff still don't want to work for this district. Our district is hemorrhaging talent from the bottom to the top, and our children are the ones that are paying the ultimate price. This cannot continue. We need a superintendent that people flock to instead of flee from. We need someone who listens to parents and teachers, not just business owners and internal administrators. We need someone who can lead with honesty and authenticity, transparency, but still be humble enough to admit and take ownership of mistakes that are made and ensure those mistakes don't happen again. I and many other parents have not gotten that from our current superintendent over the last 3 years. So I have to ask, how long must we continue to make a mistake just because we have spent a lot of time and money making it? Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker, is Rob Matthew. Rob, you're familiar with the timing. Welcome.
Okay. First day of school this year, my daughter sent me a picture from her bus. There were people standing and sitting on the floor in an overcrowded bus, one of 2 from Noah and Manual to the Burks compound. I immediately called the compound and expressed my concern about the safety of an overcrowded bus. I spoke to a Brandy there who listened politely to my complaint, provided no excuses, and said she would be looking into the matter with her supervisor. Now, 20 minutes later, my daughter texted me that her bus was going a completely different route home than in previous years. I called the compound back and again reached Brandy. She explained the route home had changed so that the bus dropped off its last students closest to the compound. She also indicated that the transportation staff had reviewed the bus situation at Noah Manual, determined that the amount of students that identified as